Welcome to this video in which we're going to be looking at some of the features of Project-SalesAchiever. This is an upcoming feature in version 4.5. What we're going to be looking at in this video is the new Move Contact and Contact History feature. So let's take a look at a bit of detail. We have a contact, Jane Brown. If I open up Jane and I go to the Contact History tab, what I can actually see here is the full history of the companies that she has worked for. I can see the job titles that she's had and the point at which she's moved from one company to another. I can see that we first started being involved with Jane when she worked for Haywood Johnston out of Denver. She was the sales manager there, and she moved in January of 2004 to Cobalt Engineering in Vancouver, and so on. We can actually see her full history here of the businesses she has worked for, the job titles, and so on. We are going from one company to another. So now we can move a contact from a contact record, from a company record, and also from a list. You'll see the Move Contact. In the back of the screen there, small up in the right, you can see the Move Contact button. Now just before I move Jane, I want to highlight one thing here. I want you to notice that she has a direct phone number. I'm just going to move Jane to another company, to this company here. You will notice that now added onto the record, and so I'm going to save the record. When I reopen Jane, what we will see is that all of her previous information has been copied across automatically. In this case, with the exception of a direct phone number, we can configure our systems so that when contacts are copied, to only copy certain fields of information. For example, we might only want to copy her private email across and her cell phone and home number. We might not want to copy across a job title or a department or a direct work or fax number or email. We can decide on a field-by-field basis what is copied across. This is very powerful information for us because it allows all the history of quotations, opportunities, projects we've worked on with Jane, and they're still stored against the original company. But we've got a trail which allows us to see all of the projects that we've worked with her on and all of the companies that she's worked for. All of the interactions that we've had with her are accessible through having this new relationship that allows us to track a contact history. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and I'll be canceling so that I can show you a couple of other features. Go ahead and cancel this. And I'm going to open up another list. If someone happens to open up a previous record of Jane's, what we will see here are a couple of things. First, notice that this contact has moved to her current employment in Vancouver. And with a single click, I can open up Jane's current contact record. There we go, so we can get very quick access. We now immediately know whether this is the current contact. When a contact gets moved, the previous contact record becomes dormant, so it keeps all of the history and all of the links, but actually takes that contact out of play and creates a new one automatically. Keeps the system tidy, cleaning up behind itself. But if someone does happen to go back and access a previous record by accident, you can easily see where that contact has moved to. At this point, I'm going to be taking us to the Contact History tab. At the Contact History tab, what we'll see are a couple of things. We can actually now see with respect to her employment at Cobalt Engineering, again, where she worked prior to Cobalt and where she moved on to after Cobalt. The company's here. And then finally, we can also see where she currently works at the top of the list. That will give you a taste of the contact history feature. This opens up a whole array of possibilities. For example, being able to report on all of the activity, the marketing activity that we've done for Jane. We can create lists that show all of the projects we've worked on with her, all of the activity we've done in any of her previous employment. It gives us a powerful new feature in Project-SalesAchiever. I hope you've enjoyed taking a quick preview of the new Move Contact, Contact History, and Contact Employment History feature. Please do drop us an email if you have any questions. Thank you.